Hey, what's up everybody? It's BDF44 coming at you with another video. So, today, I come here to speculate, completely and utterly speculate. I don't know a thing about what I'm about to talk about because there's nothing to really know yet. It's pure speculation on what the NBA is going to do next season. How is the formatting going to look? Well, I'm going to assume, and I know this is not something that anybody wants to hear, but I'm going to assume we're going to kind of be in the same space we're in now in terms of COVID 6 months from now. I don't know how soon they want to start the next season. I know they're going to try to condense the draft, free agency, and all of that into a matter of like a month. And then they'll probably have like a training camp directly after that. And then probably try to start some type of season. The problem with the notion that that's possible is the fact that obviously you don't have access to your arenas or fans who are going to be able to come to arenas because obviously we're nowhere near a vaccine. Even if we do get a vaccine, it's going to take a very long time to get everyone on board with taking it. And so we have to really assume that our sports and things like that are going to be put on hold for a while. And while doing the bubble thing in Orlando is certainly going to work for 3 months, it's not going to work for 8 months or however long the season, 7 months. And it's certainly not going to work for an 82 game schedule with 30 teams. That's just not reasonable. You're not going to be able to pull that off. So what do the NBA have? What are their options? Well, best case scenario is obviously we go back to normal and we don't have any problems. The season would probably start a little later, probably try to push it to the end of November, probably early December if I'm a guessing man. Again, this is a speculatory video. I have no information at all. And then they will probably just kind of just go on as normal from there. But that doesn't seem realistic in any way, shape, or form at this point. So what I think the NBA is probably going to have to figure out is how to have multiple bubbles and then have play-in tournaments from the best of each bubble and just try to work that way. Maybe I heard, and this is not my idea, I got this from somebody, one of the commentary people on one of the major networks. So it was basically saying that, you know, they could do that and then have like several recess periods, maybe have the bubbles last for 2 months at a time, 3 months at a time, like what we're doing now, send people home for 3 weeks, bring in different teams at different times. That way guys will have a full off season, even though other people are playing while you're not. It'll still come together some kind of way. They'll make the math work. That's a pretty solid idea. Sort of like summer league rather, when they have like the Orlando section, and the Las Vegas section, the Utah section. Like it's something that I think that's doable. I think another option is to just cancel the season altogether. I don't think anybody wants to do that. Especially with the success of the bubble. I think they're gonna find a way to get basketball being played, and I feel like what I just said in terms of having guys play at different times. Let's say I got like 15 teams in bubble in Utah, okay? They'll play for 3 months, and then the teams that are not playing will have a bubble in Orlando, and we will have those 10 teams play their entire whatever together. Then we will have everybody take another 3 month recess after all the teams have played a bubble. Then bring teams back to it. The teams that were the best of each bubble go to a different bubble and say Memphis. Put a bubble in Memphis and then have those teams play against one another, get the best of them, and then try to make that into something else. You could try to do it that way. Multiple bubbles, different time periods for which teams play. That's one way they can try to maneuver it and try to see if that works. And to be honest with you, I right now can't really see any other options. Now, of course, there are plenty. I just don't have them rolling around in my skull. But I'm interested in hearing what you guys have to say about who and what you think the NBA, well, not who, but what the NBA will do in regards to the season. And hopefully they can come to some type of conclusion that works for them. What we have to remember is obviously the NBA is a business, and their business is going to be losing money because they make a lot of money off of ticket sales, season ticket holders. Obviously, sporting events have their sponsors and things of that nature. I'm sure that money is also a part of the game plan. Just everything that comes with it is put on hold. Contracts for arenas and things of that nature. You don't know if this year is going to count against that contract because they're not playing. It's a lot of stuff, business-wise, legally, that the NBA has to try to massage and work around in order for this to all line up just right. And I think I got to give them their credit. Adam Silver, the best commissioner I've ever seen, is doing a phenomenal job in putting some normalcy together in spite of impossible circumstances. The NBA was amazing at getting players off the floor before anyone else. The NBA was amazing in getting back to playing ball in a more effective way than any other league. So they're the leaders in sports, and of course, you have to give credence to the fact that they have a tone, a sense of the tone of people, of the people. That's what I'm trying to say. They are socially conscious. They are socially active, and they are aware of the support that is coming to players of African American descent and from all over the world, and they are getting themselves involved in trying to be on the right side of history in this regard, despite a lot of backlash. But the backlash that they're receiving hasn't stopped people from paying attention for the most part, and it's a beautiful thing. When you stick up for what's right, yes, there are going to be people who turn the other cheek and don't want to deal with you, but there are going to be more people who pay attention to you and appreciate the stance that you took. And I think the NBA has done a very good job of listening to players and listening to their coaches and everybody in their organization, and listening to fans, and have reacted in a way that has made it so that they're respectable. I believe the NBA has done a great job of being self-respecting as an organization and as a company. So you gotta appreciate that. But all in all, I'm very hopeful that the NBA is not going to be put on hold after the bubble. We've enjoyed basketball. They've done a good job, as I said, of getting the message out for all of us who are concerned about distractions being an issue or what have you. So for me, just looking forward, I think the NBA should not rush the next season. Obviously, they have a bunch of people coming together trying to figure out what they're going to do as we speak. I don't think they should rush it. The process of it has to be detailed as this has been, and it's something that I trust, based on their track record, that they'll be able to pull off. And another thing I want to get on here and say is I am very happy to have had my mind changed about the NBA bubble as a whole. I did not believe it would work. I thought by the end of this month they would realize that they would not be able to pull it off, and I think it's halfway through the month. It's still looking very, very good for the NBA. They're going into their playoffs, and they're getting underway. Guys have had an adjustment period to try to get used to the new norms that they have to deal with. I think guys have done a good job of kind of settling in, playing basketball. You can see teams like the Phoenix Suns and the Indiana Pacers. They've played even better under these circumstances. So that's a credit to the NBA and those teams specifically. And you just have to love overall what the league has been able to accomplish in getting this bubble to work. And I was wrong. I'm happy to say that I was wrong. I was extremely wrong in thinking that the NBA wouldn't be able to pull this off, and I've changed my mind. And you know, it's I'm happy to say that I've changed my mind about the bubble itself. I think the NBA, my stance on this was, the NBA is in business of human bodies. So you don't want to play during a pandemic because those bodies need to be quarantined so that you can assure that they can run around some more and not have COVID run straight through your entire league. But what I did not take into account is that the NBA has the resources to create environments that are probably more safe than what the players would have on their own. And most importantly, they can take all of their products, all of their assets, all of the bodies that they need to keep their business running, and keep them in one safe space so that they can keep their eyes on their product. rather than have guys living their own lives self-quarantining, hoping to God that they'll stay safe out here. The NBA has taken all of those guys, put them in a space that they have deemed safe with all of their resources, and now it's one of the safest places to be in the world. So while I was looking at the bubble situation saying that they need to protect the players, what I didn't realize is that the bubble is the most effective way to do so. And I'm happy to say that I've been enlightened to that, because the NBA have done an amazing job at making that bubble secure and just doing everything that they needed to do to ensure that this works. And I think that they will add to it as they go along, because of course the bubble is a new idea. It will not be going forward. Therefore, they can add to it, make it better, and continue to build upon it. And I think when the world gets back to normal, I don't think it would be a bad idea to still kind of use this formatting here and there some kind of way, or pay homage to this formatting, having never forgotten what we went through in 2020. I think it would be cool to see us play in a bubble every year without fans, just for like a couple of games, something like that. It would just be nice to see them immortalize this era, because though it doesn't feel like it's very special, this is an extremely special season for the NBA. Not only because of what we're going through as a world, but because of what they were able to pull off in this bubble situation. It was one of the greatest things that I think I've ever seen in Americans' professional sports. So I got to give the NBA their credit, and I just hope that this continues to hold up. I hope that this video ages well, and that the NBA is able to finish this season and continue to do as they've been doing, because they look great as of today. And happy to say I was wrong about it. My name is BDF44. Thank you guys for watching my video, and I am out.